Hey guys. So, I want to talk about this $800 million grant that New York State gave to New York business owners that lost at least 25% of their income during the pandemic. So, you got to show your 2020 tax return and you got to show your 2019. So, if you apply for the SBA, so it's literally identical, except it's just for New York State. So if you live in Vegas and you have an LLC in New York and you've been filing your LLC in New York, you are eligible. If you're in New York and you've been filing in New York, you are eligible. If you live in New York and your LLC is somewhere else and you've been filing in New York, you are not eligible. Okay, so it's 800 million. And let me open this up for you guys. 800 million. Grants will be rewarded, calculated based on business annual gross. So up to 25,000 to 49,000, you're going to get 5,000 per business. So what does that mean? 5,000 per business, per LLC, per S corp, per C corp. 50,000 to 100,000. You're eligible for up to 10,000 in grants. 100,000 to 500,000, you're eligible up to $50,000 in grants. So that's where I'm at. All right, so I just got to submit a couple of more paperwork. So basically, that's where I'm at with my business, right? So for this, small business and micro businesses. So whether you are, under 100 employees or you are your own employee, you are actually eligible. Small businesses, micro businesses that was affected by COVID during the pandemic. So let's just say you made 250 grand, in the pandemic. Well, in 2019, like me, let's just say in 2020, you made 100 grand. That's way less than 25% of your income that's gone, right? So you can apply for this, right? So if you are out of New York City, you cannot apply. So the grant is going to $800 million and it's going across maybe millions of businesses. So I think this is another opportunity. If you're in New York City and you had a business and you were filing taxes, right? It's not just have a business and I was taking cash apps and I was taking Zells all day and I was taking, cash all day. You had to file your 2019 taxes and you had to file 2020 taxes. And you have to have a business location or business bank account, and it had to be operating at least for 2 years, right? So this is why I always encourage people, when you start a business or you get a course and it's a business that you're gonna start, open up a business bank account, open you up an LLC, open you up an S corp, whatever you need to, so that you can really be a business and reap the benefits of a business. Now here's the next thing. Right? Every LLC that you open up is now eligible for these grants. Now, this is one grant that you can be eligible for. I'll show you how the page look. So this is one grant that you can be eligible for. Each state is doing their own thing. So if you are in New York State, they're doing $800 million in grants. Grants, not loans. Grants, okay? So if you had a business and you've been operating it for 2 years, LLC, S Corp, you got an EIN, you got a business bank account, you got a business virtual office, you have business bank statements, or you have an address where your business resides, and you lost at least 25% of your income. So you would have to calculate that. Like I said, if you made 250 grand in 2019 and then in 2020 you only made 100, you lost way more than 25%, right? Or if you made 100 grand in 2019, and in 2020 you made 20 grand, or you made 50 grand, you damn near lost 50% of your income, right? So again, $800 million is going to small businesses in New York. I think the deadline, and they didn't even put the deadline on here, but they had a whole webinar, and I was able to get on the webinar. Let me see. So ineligible businesses, nonprofit, churches, and other religious institutes. Because first of all, nonprofit, you ain't making a profit anyway. Government-owned entities or elected officials, businesses engaging in lobbying, landlord with passive income, illegal businesses, and other industries that are specified. You got to have an LLC, of course, but you know, all that's here. I'll put the link below. So if you are in New York City, is it over? Oh, Jordan's over there. I was going to get him. Go get Jordan. He's sitting over there. You see him in the blue? Go get him. You probably don't see. So if you have LLCs, you have businesses, I would apply just to see what I can get. It's a grant. It's damn near free money. It's like a grant, free money. So I would be eligible for $50,000. I would be eligible for up to $50,000. I'm trying to get the whole $50,000. And unlike the SBA, they actually have people that walk you through the whole application. So unlike the SBA, where they was paying people $5 grand to get them 50 grand, or the PPP, where they was paying people 10 grand to get them 100 grand. No, you actually have people in New York State that does this, and they work for this, and they actually call you and walk you through. So it's a streamlined process, and it takes 3 weeks. So after you submit, it takes 3 weeks for you to get a response saying they either need more information or you got the grant. And then it's still going to take about another week or two to process the money. So again, you know, just another opportunity. And if you were one of those people that said, oh, I don't want to get an LLC, it costs too much. Oh, I don't want to start a business bank account, it costs too much. Oh, I don't want to do this. It's that. Well, you just missed another opportunity if you're in New York City, New York State, to get some money for your business. Who can't use another $5 grand? Who can't use another 50 grand? All you got to show is the simple things that they need. They don't need, you know, your blood type. All they need is your business bank account address. They need to see your taxes from 2019, 2020, right? You got to fill out the certificate, like a certification you got to fill out. You got to give proof of your business address, whether it's a bank statement or a utility bill or, you know, some type of lease, you know, where you're written, you know, your business from. You attach your bank account to it. It's literally the same. They ask the same questions as the SBA, literally, except the SBA didn't ask for proof of your business, address. So again, if you are in New York City, New York State, you may be eligible for up to $50,000 for your business. So click on the link below. If you want to start a business, go to workwithtanisha.com. Or if you want to attend one of my live classes, register for the live class. And you could do virtual, or if you're in New York, you could do online. I mean, you could do in person. And we're going to be talking about credit, business credit, starting business, scaling businesses, grants, funding, and generational wealth. So to workwithtanisha.com, and I'll see you guys in class.